Hi, this is Casey, and this is my first time to create a vlog about our visa journey. And I'll try to speak in English as much as possible, but if I can't, I will just put English subtitle below. So, I'll just share to you how I prepared for my interview. So, the first very important step that you need to do is to gather all the documents required. And I'm just gonna show you how I organized my documents. I bought a file case, and I just labeled it with everything that we need for the interview. So it has the slot for the photos, the appointment letter, passport, birth certificate, marriage certificate, NBI clearance, DS260, what else? I-864, IRS, and the evidence or the proof of our relationship. So I decided to use this so it's easier for me to take the documents out if ever they will ask for it. Okay, so now for my experience. I was scheduled for an interview September 26, 2018, and my time for the interview is 8:40. So I left the hotel at around 7:35. By the way, I stayed at Bocobo Hotel, which is just walking distance from St. Luke's, and it's just about 5 to 10 minutes drive to the embassy. So I arrived there at around 7:40, and I asked the security guard what to do, and then he just told me to line up at lane number 3 for immigrant visa applicants. So the lady assigned asked us to take out our DS260, our appointment letter, and passport, and then she just checked our documents and placed a sticker on the DS260 form, and then told us to go through the bag scanning room. So in the bag scanning room, it's just like you're in the airport. You'll go through the machine and also your baggage on the x-ray with the conveyor. So basically that's it. And you are not allowed to bring any electronic device such cell phone, MP3, laptop, or any other electronic device. So better leave it home or at the hotel where you're staying at, so you don't need to leave it outside. So it's easy for me because I didn't bring any bag. I just brought the file folder or file envelope with all the documents inside. So after the bags, oh, by the way, the lady assigned at the bag scanning room told me that I'm not allowed to bring the bottled water because I brought one, and then she said that we're not allowed to bring any drinks inside. So she just told me to dispose it, or she's gonna dispose it. So after the bag scanning room, they led us to the room where the interview will be done. I mean the building where the interview will be done. There are a lot of staff or personnel that are going to assist you on where to go or what to do next. So it's very easy. It's very easy and organized when you get there. And then when we got to the interview building, there will be a pre-screening, and you will ask to go to a specific window where you'll be pre-screened, and they're gonna ask you about I mean, they're gonna get your passport, and then your original civil documents such as birth certificate, marriage certificate, SENUMAR, and NBI. In our case, we already got married, so I gave them the advisory, the marriage advisory. So if you're gonna, you can still get it at PSA. Just ask any personnel what form do you need to fill out for the advisory or marriage advisory certificate. It's just the same thing as SENUMAR, except that your detail of marriage will be posted instead of you being single. Required. I got confused at first because I thought that SENUMAR is just for not married individual, but there is also an equivalent certificate which they call marriage advisory. So you have to get both your marriage certificate for yourself and for your husband or wife. Okay. So what happened next? After the pre-screening, I went to 2 windows. I went to the first window, and then she told me to go to another window, and it's just the same thing. They're gonna check your documents, they're gonna ask for your passport, your photos, and then you will go back to that window if it's still available, or they'll just gonna give you instructions where to go or what to do next. And then she asked, the pre-screening window asked me just basic information. What's my name? What's my husband's name? How many times did he came here to visit? Did he come here rather to visit me? I said 7 times, and then she said, and then she also asked me if we've been to different countries, and I told her that we went to Singapore and Malaysia, and she also asked our photos together, and then she asked where did we meet, and I told her that we met online, and then if we're both single, and I said yes, and then she asked me how old is he, and then I told her she's 46, and then she asked me again, which I didn't prepare, the question that I didn't prepare, and she asked me that he's 46 and he's still single, why he didn't marry before, then. And I just told her that he is not financially able before because of the recession, but now he is doing well. And then she said, okay, so what does he do? So I'll just explain to her what does my husband do, and then that's it. After the pre-screening interview, you will be led to a different window again for the biometric scanning, your fingerprint scanning. And the lady assigned in the window is very courteous, very nice. She greeted me, and then she also wished me well after the scanning is done. And what happens next is, after the biometric scanning, then you will be told to wait for your turn for the interview. So I guess I waited for about 10 to 15 minutes before my turn. And it's the same thing again. They're gonna just ask you about your basic information over and over again. And I was assigned to an American guy. And after asking my basic information, he asked me about my religious background because he by the way, he asked me where did we meet, and then I told him that we met online at christianfilipina.com. So he asked about my religious background, and I said I'm born again Christian. And how about him? I also told him that I'm a born again. He is a born again Christian, and then he asked me what's his favorite scripture. So I was like, wait, what is his favorite scripture or favorite verse? And I paused for a moment and I said, I forgot about it, sorry. I can't remember because we talk a lot about it. And then he then asked me, what do you talk about? And then what part of the scripture you mostly talk about? And I just told him that it's about salvation, that salvation is only by grace. And I'm not sure if he responded that he has a different views about it, but he said that it's not he's not gonna intervene, or it's not his business. And then he handed me the wait. Oh, where did I put it? He handed me this, and it's about the information and the legal rights. So I thought that the interview is over. So I asked him, am I already approved? And he said, not yet. So I just smiled because I got so excited, because I thought that once they hand you this, what do you call this, brochure or whatever, that means that you're approved. So I got so excited. I asked him because I didn't hear him say it to me yet. And he said, not yet. So he continues in asking me questions that are just about your, if you have been convicted, if you have ever committed a crime, and that's just about it. And then he said that I'm gonna approve your interview, your visa, and congratulations. So I just smiled like, oh, what a relief. Finally, after 1 year and 6 months or more than that, the visa journey has just concluded, and I'll just give glory and praises to our God for guiding me through this journey, through guiding us with my husband through this journey, that you're able to go through that tough times that we are apart, but finally we're gonna be together soon. And the consul said that the visa will arrive in about 1 to 3 weeks. So that's what we're gonna do, to wait again for the visa, and maybe I can book a flight as soon as we can, so I will be reunited with my husband again. I hope that this will help, and if you have questions, you can just comment, and just be confident, and just get your documents ready, and you are just good to go. There's nothing to worry about if you have your complete documents with you, and just tell them the truth. Okay? So God bless everyone, and just continue praying that the visa will be a smooth and just an easy transaction. Okay, that's it. Bye.